and welcome back to the Countess presents Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Reunion Part 1. Woo! It was a jam-packed reunion. I guess that's why it's in 2 parts. I don't know. It needs to be in 3 parts, 4 or 5 parts. I don't know. It needs a lot of parts because these hoes just got a lot going on. Anyway, so we start out. Mona Scott Young is hosting. She's made another appearance with her Evelyn Braxton curls. Y'all know last time we saw Mona, she was trying to calm Jocelyn down from whooping Stevie J ass. At the therapy session, she came out the corner with it was her and about 25 other black men up in the corner, and they came out when Jocelyn got crunk so they could pull Jocelyn off Stevie. So that was Mona. That was the last time you saw her. But she introduces the ladies, and look, while we go through all the introductions, I would just rate them. Erica, beat. Bitch, Erica looked like a black porcelain doll. I loved it. I loved it all. Mimi, you were beat too, honey. You were given very much First Lady of the Church realness. Yes. K. Michelle, snatched. I'm glad K. Michelle did not take us through it in this reunion. It looks like she is going to stick to one weave, at least for part 1. I don't know what's going to happen for part 2. Jocelyn was slung, and that bitch worked with them glasses at the beginning. Hell, she simply brought her reading glasses. Boom, get into it. Carly, I wasn't feeling it. Your hair was very basic, and your dress, you look like somebody, 50-year-old mama that decided to put on their daughter dance line outfit. Rashida, I love them clip-ins, bitch. You were simple but very snatched. First they started talking about the show having a backlash, being a negative, been a negative view on African American relationships. No, this is real life. I don't think the show was scripted. No. Were there parts that were manipulated? Yeah, most likely. But if you look at all the shenanigans going on in their life, stop for just 1 minute. Take a look at your own life. I know there's some moments with my crazy relationship times when I just ask myself, is this shit real? But Mona asked the first Facebook question, which was, how old is Carla Red? And of course, this starts her and K. Michelle into immediately going at each other. K. Michelle said that Carla Red marched with Martin Luther King Jr. in 1968. Bitch, you got the Reed Award for that segment. K. Michelle said Carla child older than her. And then K. Michelle also said that Carla Coochie is ripped. Yes, she did, honey. And that she ain't got no walls. But Carla, I bet she ain't got no walls. She was living up in that sex dungeon. She was letting Benzino do her. She was letting Stevie do her. And she was letting Jocelyn do her. Boom. Then the next question was about the plastic surgery. Mona, you a mess as hell. Jocelyn was sitting right next to you, but no, you ain't gonna start with Jocelyn. You gonna wait for her and save her till last. Mona Scott Young, bitch, I caught that. K. Michelle and Jocelyn, though, I was really shocked when y'all said that y'all ass was real. Cause I thought for sure that y'all got pumped by some queen, but K. Michelle said that her ass is from her mama. Jocelyn said that she do a lot of lunges. I mean, why they gonna lie? I don't believe they would lie. So, but Carly, now during the series, your ass was looking a whole lot bigger. Bitch, I don't know if you had something taken out, if you had your inner tube in your ass deflated, if you took an implant out or something, but something up. And if you lying about your age, Carly, you gonna lie about anything else, even a fake ass. But hell, Carla, I don't even see what's the big deal with that anyway. It's a lot of old hoes out there keeping it going. But, so, back to the plastic surgery thing, y'all. I'll be getting off on tangent. So, then they go back to Jocelyn. And Mona asked, was Jocelyn a man or ever a man? Now, Jocelyn never gave a straight no. That's all I'm gonna say. But you know what? That don't even matter. Because Miss Jocelyn last night became the breakout star of the show. She gonna get the spinoff. Because all through part one of this reunion, the bitch was on point. She was reading the cast. She was reading the audience. This bitch came strapped and she came ready to go. She told Erica, Scrappy, no, she our woman, because she used to dance for him back in the day. Boom! All Scrappy could do was hang his head, child. And then this bitch, she done went to jail for a lot of shit. She said she don't know what that mug shot was for that they showed of her, but she went to jail a lot of times. She stayed going to jail. Yes, ma'am, Miss Jocelyn, you better work the hell out, Miss Shalelica Betancourt, whatever the hell your fake name was. So then after that, they come back from commercial break to talk to Carla Red, messy ass. Don't shake unless you're ready to get shook, bitch. So, Carly, why can't you at least tell how old your daughter is? That's what I don't understand. And then Mona took a question from the one, the only, funky Dineva Ross. And Dineva asked, was Carly signed to Cash Money Records like she said she was? Because Cash Money said that she was not, nor ever signed to Cash Money. Yes, God, Dineva Honey, you better come to this reunion with this nasty old reporter on the scene here. Bitch, your hair was laid like Gayle King. And welcome to CBS this morning. Okay? And Mona Scott, you did this reunion like a very classy white woman's. Yes, you did. But really, I think next year, Funky Dineva needs to host it. But anyway, back to the original part of the story. Carla lied ass, she is not signed to Cash Money. Her manager or something worked for Cash Money and somebody. I don't know. The bitch ain't signed. That's all. Point blank, period to that one. Next, they came back to talk about the fight that happened between Jocelyn, Stevie, Scrappy, and Erica. Mona said that the fight was edited because VH1 didn't want to show all the violence. VH1, that's some bullshit. You're already showing all the arguing, which making them look ignorant as hell anyway, so you might as well show the fight. Or at least release the unedited shit on Blu-ray, the box set of the first season. We would very much appreciate it. But child, when they're talking about the fight, we all know that Scrappy whooped Stevie ass. And Scrappy said he put the paws on Stevie. Stevie, why you getting up waddling and carrying on talking about you slammed somebody in the bushes? No, Scrappy was right. Y'all all fell in those bushes. Stevie, go on somewhere, child. You can't fight. And all you know about is being a hoe. You as a lover, not a fighter. Go on somewhere, stay in your lane. So, next, they brought Mimi and Aryan on stage to talk about this whole big, messed up love triangle, honey. But Mona asked why they never got married. Steven was real, I felt, and he said that he ain't the marrying type, obviously. Mimi said that the thought was way back in her head of getting married to Stevie, and I believe her when she says that. But Mimi said that she don't want to marry him. Maybe some of his other men's and women's wanted to marry him. Jocelyn quickly said that that was not her. Stevie looked stunned. Miss Jocelyn told him she just want him for his dick and his money. Yes, ma'am, Miss Jocelyn, you better work out, honey. But Jocelyn said she don't have a problem with Mimi because she said to love Stevie J, she gotta love Mimi. Mimi is his baby mama. I get that. Jocelyn kind of have a point. But then when Stevie said that he hate Miss Aryan, honey, you know what? Really, Stevie J, I can't blame you for hating Miss Aryan because, you know, while you off doing your little sketchy ass shit, you finna let Miss Aryan swoop on in and steal your baby mama, honey. Watch what I say. But at the end of all of that, Mimi did clear up something, and she said that she was not with Stevie J for his money. Because clearly she got her own. So Mimi, I apologize when I talked about Stevie and you driving this old ass Benz in my previous vlog. So whatever, y'all. Mimi probably bought it herself. It may be paid off. I don't know, honey. That's more power to you. I'm just glad you got your own and you really ain't as stupid as everybody think you are. She is in this crazy fucked up love that you can sometimes find yourself in. Um, and child, if you ain't been through it before, you ain't been in some kind of love. And sometimes when you're in a situation, you cannot see clearly what is going on because you just all up in it. You all up in it. Sometimes you have to step back, or this may be a good thing for her to see herself on this TV screen. So, it takes a long time to deal with that shit. I know, honey, but maybe after, all of this is said and done, Mimi will finally wise up and she will stop going back to this abuse. But, keep in mind, Mimi is one of them people that her parents kind of threw her off to the wayside, so she is looking for love. And sometimes when you keep on looking and looking and looking for love, you're going to find love, but you're going to find the wrong love. That's all I got to say about that. So they come back to the last segment to review this pregnancy scare that Jocelyn had. The main question that Mona asked that I wanted to know was why Stevie was walking around with this damn pregnancy test in his pocket. He said that he just had it in his pocket. I don't know if it was like the same day and he just went from point A to point B, but still, throw it away. I mean, I just don't get that. But I don't know, child. This could be some part of this Stevie J freaky ass fetish. Maybe he walk around with some bloody ass pads in his pocket too. I don't know. That ain't my business, neither here nor there. But once again, Jocelyn made it very clear that she is just in it for the money. She said if Stevie asked her to marry him, that she would call up Mimi and say, "Girl, let's join together and get this check." Bitch, I hollered, and I could tell that Mimi was snicking a little bit too. And she asked Stevie J what was the status of him and Jocelyn. Clearly, there was a hold up. They gonna answer this in part two. So we all waiting to see what's gonna happen with that. So there wasn't, Mama D made her little appearance. She didn't really say too much that really grabbed me. She talked about princes and castles and shit and not fucking with the castles. Child, I don't know what she was talking about. But maybe we'll get more Mama D in the second reunion. I know some of y'all don't like Mama D. Y'all think she ignorant as hell. But you know what? It makes for good TV. And I watch these people. I don't feel quite so bad about myself. So that's all I have for this reunion. Part one. I will be back next week for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Reunion Part 2. The one last thing I'm going to leave you with, and I want you to remember that I am a woman of God. And if you don't believe it, fuck you. Boom! I'm out.